Hi everyone. I will be discussing how we'll implement the perspectives and theories discussed throughout Chapter 6 in my classroom and how this knowledge will inform my instructional practice. All of these perspectives emphasize the central role of interacting socially to develop knowledge and learning. Since the establishment of the College and Career Ready standards, hot topics have been reading and writing in all content areas. Also, there is a big emphasis on students using speaking and listening skills to learn from one another. The twirl method, which includes providing talking, writing, investigating text, reading, and listening, is another component that is used to help incorporate the College and Career Ready standards. I use the twirl method, reading and writing activities, speaking and listening activities, and strategic strategies in order to provide a social learning atmosphere. Along with the twirl method, strategic strategies are used in my before, during, and after sections of the lesson. For before, I do quick writes at the beginning of class. Some of you may refer to that as the bell work when the students come in at the beginning. But during that, I use a quick write, and it's a topic on the board, and it's usually revisiting a topic that we learned yesterday, the day before, or something that we're fixing to learn about. And the students have a couple of minutes to write about it. Sometimes it's in a listing format. Sometimes they have to, or most of the time they have to do complete sentences and correct grammar. And after they have a couple of minutes to write about it, then I tell them, okay, now we're going to turn to our neighbors, turn to our tables, and we're going to talk about this topic that was just up on the board that you just wrote about. So they take a few minutes and talk about it amongst their peers. For during activities, I'll do turn and talks, which is again where the students, we may be learning about something, and I'll tell the students, okay, let's turn and talk to our neighbors about what we've just discussed. And then we also do think, pair, shares, where the students have a chance to think about a topic and they are able to write it down in their notebook. And after they write it down and have a chance to think about it, then they're able to pair up with their neighbor, and they discuss about what they wrote and what they thought about the topic. And then they are able to share to the class at each table. Each table the students are sitting at, they're able to share, go around and share throughout the class. And then for after strategies, I'll do exit slips where it's 3, 2, 1, where they write down 3 things they learned today, 2 things that interested them, or they would like to, and then 1 thing that they would like to know more about or that they had questions about. Also, I'll do a summary, and the students will write 3 to 5 sentences about what they learned that day. I'm able to go back and read that and reflect on it as if, see if the students really learned something that day, or if I need to go back and reteach something. Some challenges with students interacting socially and learning socially is that you want to make sure they stay on task. You want them to talk about the topics that you're talking about in class. You don't want them talking about what's going on next weekend, or what went on last period, or what went on last night. You want them talking about things that are going on in the classroom. You want them learning. You want them learning from each other. So you want to make sure they're staying on task, and you do that by walking around the room, observing them, listening to what they're talking about to each other. Some other challenges is making sure that all students respect each other and respect each other's viewpoints, because everyone is different. Everybody comes from a different culture or background, and you want to make sure that the students respect each other and know that, everybody's different, everybody has different beliefs, and that, it's a part of society. We have to learn how to tolerate it, because not everybody thinks the way that you do. And so, with that being said, those are the ways that I implement aspects of those perspectives in my classroom, and those are some challenges that I think from being in the classroom and teaching in the classroom. Those are some challenges that I face, and that I see on a daily basis, and so it's a work in progress. And I think too that interacting this way in the classroom is a new way of interacting. In the past, it's been nobody talk, let's be quiet, and it's different now. And students are having to learn that, and they're having to learn how to communicate effectively with each other, not just know how to communicate about things that are unimportant, such as what's going on with this and that person. And so those are my perspectives and my thoughts about what I read from chapter 6 and what's going on in my classroom. And thank you for your time.